Hello, I would like to invite you to a lesson on parts of a fruit. In autumn time, we are so lucky to have such an amazing range of beautiful fruits all around. We see fruit in the shop, but we also see some just behind us. How about this one? I'm super lucky that I get to have fruit in my garden, quite easily reachable. I'm going to wipe my fruit with a clean cloth because I do intend eating it afterwards. I love edible science. Here is my apple. To show you this lesson, I will need a piece of fruit, a knife, and a chopping board. Also a pen and some labels. Here is my apple. On the outside of the apple, the bit that I am touching, you can see that it has an exocarp. The top part of the apple is called the stalk, and that is where the apple was attached to the apple tree until about a minute ago. And here at the bottom, this little fluffy bit here is called the calyx. I'll write the labels after I've cut it, and we'll see what it looks like inside. Did you know apples have stars inside of them? Here we can clearly now see that the skin of the apple, the exocarp, is really, really thin. I'm going to write the word exocarp. The exocarp is the skin of the apple, and it's really, really thin. This fleshy, juicy part is called the mesocarp. I will write mesocarp. The mesocarp is the yummiest, juicy part of the apple that we all enjoy eating very much. The endocarp of the apple is the core. It has a hard part, which we don't like to eat, and it has the seeds or pips inside. I will write down the word endocarp. Can you see the endocarp on my apple? Inside the endocarp, we find the seeds. Some people call them pips. Some of my pips are cut in half, but here is one that is whole. The stalk, you know what that looks like. That's the part that holds the apple onto the tree where it receives all its nutrients from. The stalk of the apple. And at the bottom of the apple is the calyx. That part is left over from the flower the apple was formed from. There is the calyx. I wonder if we can identify those same parts on a different piece of fruit. I have a different fruit from my garden here. This is a feijoa. The stalk has broken off, but it was attached here. You can clearly see the calyx. There's very definitely an exocarp or a skin, and if we cut it open, you could see that it has a mesocarp and seeds inside as well. That doesn't really look exactly the same, but they're both super delicious. Would you like to find a piece of fruit and label it like I did? Best part, of course, is the eating part after. So juicy and delicious. I'm going to have some morning tea now. Please excuse me while I enjoy my fruit. I look forward to hearing back from you soon.